Okay, my apologies. Had to restart. Was having some pretty weird things going on. So let's try this again. Boy, now traffic is really getting to be okay. And I have said this before, and I am seriously considering um, no longer streaming on Twitch. Um, like I said, Twitch tends to be, I don't know, I just don't like how the streams. Um, I alternate between watching my stream on YouTube and on Twitch. And my Twitch stream routinely is, plagued with delays, pauses, frame drops, etc., etc. Whereas my YouTube stream, although it does have problems from time to time, it's relatively smoother. I wish I could say that about my driving, however. Now, why isn't my oh, come on. So, yeah, it appears that all I can say to long-time viewer, New God, is I wish you the best. I know you go through some difficult times in your real life, and hopefully everything works out for you. And so, just my best advice to you is be patient. You know, nothing happens as quickly as we would like. But, patience is what's needed. And also, it's not necessary to say everything you're thinking online. I know there was a one time that you openly admitted to basically pirating software just because the software's too expensive, which I tend to agree with you to a point. But that said, it's never a good idea to just openly in an open forum just say, yeah, I steal software. So yeah, you never want to do that. As you get older, I'm sure you'll learn. Um, you'll learn more and more that there's a time and place to say everything. Some things are better not said at all. And I've not always been an angel either. You know, back years ago, I did pirate to a point. I was one of those people who wanted the Napster, you know, Napster guys, I guess you could say. I really enjoyed my music. So, yeah, fortunately, wow, see that there was a truck with 3 trailers. Pretty cool. But, yeah, I cleaned up my act. I had to when I was getting into, government work, being appointed by governors and the president to different committees, stuff like that. If I would have got caught, there's no way. Oh no, really? Yeah, if I would have been caught, there would be no way that I would ever get appointed to anything. I would have destroyed my life, literally. My advocacy work would have been, would have come to a halt. So that's something to consider. Games aren't expensive. It's ridiculous. It truly is. I get it. And I don't know why I got my windshield wipers on. Yeah, I fully get. It's like, I just purchased a Red Dead Redemption 2. So yeah, now my games I have bought in the last the games I've bought in the last I guess 20 days is over 400 now. So yeah, but if you don't have money, you just simply have to get to the point of saying, I can't afford it, so I'll save up. Unfortunately, too many, and too many don't like to wait, and they'll risk their future just to get a game. I did that. I risked everything just to get a game. And looking back, I realized how close I got to ruining everything. So yeah, my advice to Demon God and all others out there for that matter, a lot of times it's better not to say anything. Being open about your opinion or what you're doing, especially what you're doing, if it's questionable at all, not a good idea. technically speaking, I mean, if I wanted to, if I were to follow my civic duty to its fullest, since I'm appointed by, I signed papers when I was appointed by the president that I'd report any illegal activity. So that's another reason I strongly advise people not to come in this channel and say, I hack and all that, because even if you're in another country, and such as Demon God was, or is, technically I'm required to report. I didn't, just because he's a kid, I don't want, so I put my reputation on the line, kind of giving him a break. But most countries have alliances as far as pirate South. Whoa, what happened? Damn. I want my steering wheel so bad. But yeah, and this time of year, we're trying to save up. Those of us who believe in Christmas and observe Christmas, we're trying to save up for gifts for those who we care for. And that's exactly when developers say, "Ooh, let's release games." So there's a lot of games on the market right now. But, no disrespect to millennials. Millennials are I find kind of, that generation seems to feel more, how should I say it, entitled than any other generation. And I'm speaking from a point of observant behavior, which is what I'm paid to do. And I've noticed that generation feels more entitled, like they're owed something, which is kind of dangerous. So, and pirating has actually gone up since the millennial generation has gotten to the age where they can, where they know what they're doing online. But yeah, I tell you, I do miss the Napster days. Back then, technically speaking, we kind of knew it was frowned upon to download music, but it wasn't technically against the law at that point. So it was a gray area back then. Morally, it was wrong. Legally, there wasn't any laws against it. So it was definitely an interesting time. And it's considered pirating now. Movies and music in particular, you can get in far more trouble pirating music and movies than you can games. But as games become more of a production closely resembling movies, that's gonna change. The reason why games cost more than movies, in my opinion, is because the audience is quite a bit smaller than the audience who would buy movies. If we had the same amount of people who watch movies and buy games, then I don't think games would cost half of what they cost. But there's a lot more people who enjoy watching movies. I mean, that's not gonna change. I mean, think about it. To watch a movie, you can sit on your couch and you veg. Playing a game, you have to actually do something. You have to use your brain. And your part of your body. As far as physically, it's more demanding than watching a movie, but it's still far off from being considered exercise. Look at another little all-terrain vehicle. Now, I do enjoy these small roads. Oh, crap. Oh, wrong button. There we go. I forgot to rebound the keys for the high and low beam. So yesterday my wife and I went to a nursery for plants, not for kids. We have the 2 trees on our property are going to be a major problem as they mature. And I told my wife, I want to take care of that now, as opposed to wait until they mature more. One of them drops berries throughout the year as they get more mature. Very popular tree, but very messy. The berries they drop, where the developer decided to plant the trees, as the tree gets bigger, it's gonna drop berries on the driveway and the walkway. And those berries act more as a dye. No, wait, I thought it was going to Truckee. Let me check. No. Oh, man. I thought it was going to Truckee. Crap. Okay. Damn. I might just have to drive to Truckee. Well, let's see what's close to us. I wish there was a way to set this on day mode, just lock it in on day. The one thing I dislike the most about this game is, especially for streaming, for gaming purposes, I don't mind. The fact that it it goes to nighttime so quickly. But from a streaming perspective, it's not ideal. It's harder especially if someone's watching the stream from a small device, it's difficult for them to really see what's going on. So yeah, I would definitely love to get it into a day-only mode. And like with everything, there's nothing that's impossible to do. No way, why does that say posted to the FedEx? I don't believe I took out the mod for that. I had to take out the dealership mods and the Volvo mods, and even that didn't fix my problem. Okay, going to Walgreens. It's gonna be one of those around the corner again, isn't it? Now remember my rule. My rule is I do not go into third person with this game. The most I will do is lean out my window unrealistically. Now this is a shorter trailer, which means as anyone who is a porter trailer would vouch, pulling a shorter trailer is far more difficult than a long trailer. A longer trailer is more stable, far easier to tow. A short trailer is just so it's definitely more challenging, especially backing up. Obviously going forward, you don't have much of a challenge at all. Okay, shut it down. Let's see how much damage. Oh, good work. Yeah, I got damage. They took out 1,400. Still got 19. Can't really complain about that. I need to go get repairs. Okay. Which is actually right down on the left. Or to our left, rather, not right down on the left. So let's go get repairs. Let's plan. I want to do a special load. That is, after all, what this stream is about. But that said, I do not want to teleport. I have serious issues with doing that. I know a number of streamers do use the teleport feature. I just don't agree with that. I should have looked to my left one last time before I went. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Okay, let's do our repairs. Ugh. Okay. Actually, let's look at our mail again. I really wish they had these by state instead of. Okay, we got Eureka. So we basically want Truckee or Eureka. Okay, so we need to get a cargo going to Truckee or Eureka. And we need to make sure of it this time. Okay. So actually it's going to be a shorter trip. See, here's... Oh, that's right, Eureka. Actually, Eureka will be better, but we haven't discovered Truckee either. So, let's see. It's going to be a short trip. Oh, no. Oh, man. We have nothing going there? Come on, man. Okay, let's see. I want to go short. Not that short. Okay, wait. Sacramento. You know what? Okay, here we go. Ooh, double. Oh, I don't know about double. Any other Eureka? Here's a Eureka. 9,000. Okay, let's go for that. I'm sure we're gonna need to fuel up too. Like I said, my goal is just to show these special loads. So let's look. Okay, we need to go here. Okay, we'll stop and get fuel on the way. Good. Yeah, what is our fuel level? About a half. Don't really need fuel, but probably be a good idea to get fuel. Let's see. I think I have a truck coming, so I better get going. No, guess not. As we at Walmart, Walgreens. I just stopped off at a Walgreens. Now, I think they're taking Walgreens on every corner a little too literally. Oh, fire truck. Speaking of fire truck, this was bizarre. On our way home yesterday, we were in the number one lane, which is the far left lane. And we saw lights, and we thought nothing of it. We just, we thought they were, since it was on our side of the divider, we figured, okay, they're ahead of us. And then all of a sudden we saw cars pulling off to the side, which was kind of odd. Next thing we know, we see a fire truck coming right at us. We've never seen an emergency vehicle locally going in the opposite direction of traffic. So that was unique for us. Now, I've seen situations like that in the past. New York, big cities like that, it happens from time to time. But I've never witnessed that here in Fresno. So kind of caught, especially my wife. She had never seen it before, but it was pretty interesting. And they were going pretty quick. I mean, obviously there was oh, come on. Come on, man. Give me a break. It's time for that Rodney Dangerfield, I get no respect. Skit. Okay, where's the little manhole cover? It's not behind me. Actually, I think might already have. Yep, already have it. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna change it. So this is going to Eureka. And I can't see a dang thing. Yeah, I'm way off to the left of that. Okay, now I'm gonna be too far to the right. You know, I'm gonna have to bend my neck out the, oh, wow. I'm gonna have to do my Gumby trick. Now, why does my vehicle seem a little too low? Now, that should be spot on. Okay, I guess not. Yeah, not sure about these reverse lights. Okay, we are hooked up. Okay, cables. And here we go. On the road again. Okay, let's take these little forklifts to Eureka, because Eureka apparently has a lot of little things, so big things they need to. Ooh, let's get here before there's trucks. Yeah, apparently Eureka has some lot of cargo it needs to lift. Now, a lot of independent truck drivers are also certified oh, you ass. Certified to actually drive a forklift, which really helps their cause. It really helps if you're certified in that. So you can actually load your own truck. And a lot of independent drivers end up having to load their own truck. Just depends on the license or the job you accept. A lot of times the company will have the trailer already loaded, which is nice, but not all companies are so sweet. So independent truck drivers really get my respect. No. Thought I was gonna wreck. Whoa. Holy cat balls, fur balls, whatever balls. Holy crap. There we go. Never seen a holy crap before. I've heard the phrase often enough, but I've never witnessed a holy crap. Not sure where that came from. And I've actually looked. There is no animal that I've been able to find that actually has holy feces. Okay, we're gonna be going. Oh yeah, this is gonna be pretty tough. No, wait. Is there a way I can yeah, honk, honk. I forget the engine brake. I've redone a lot. Let's see, engine brake is B, but where's the engine brake toggle? Z. Okay, I believe that's what I need. There we go. It's kind of weird how the headlights like kind of have a block. It's like there's a perfect block with a right and left headlight. Have a slight change, difference in elevation. I mean, realistically, your left light, if you drive in the U.S. or on any roads, Germany, any country that you drive on the right-hand side of the road, your right headlight should be elevated, so slightly further out. Or show further ahead than your left, and the opposite if you drive on the left. The reason why is you don't want to blind oncoming traffic. Ew. So, just in case anyone was wondering why, that's the thing. That is the actual thing. And I, really, some of these high definition lights, I really can't stand. Even though we have a van, we're sitting relatively high up compared to others, so I'm sure for cars, people in cars, it's far worse. Some of the HID light kits, or even direct from the dealership lights, they're so bright. They'll blind, they literally almost blind you. Stock lights from dealerships, it seems like they're not adjusting the lights far enough down. And like I said, if we're experiencing that problem in our van, then people in cars have to really be having difficulty. seem to have gotten a message on Twitch for some reason. I'll check it out here in a minute. Some viewers, instead of messaging me on stream or sending a private message via stream, will send me a private message while I'm streaming, which admittedly it makes it a little more difficult, to be honest. I really wish that people would not do that. To read that, I literally have to end, since I'm not using two computers, one to stream and one to run the game yet. I literally have to pause my stream, pause the game, to read the message. So I'll check that text out soon. Boy. Now, I do like these windy roads, to be honest. It adds something to the game. And I know I'm kind of getting in the dirt quite a bit. At least I don't have a wide load. I know in the Euro Truck Simulator 2 had a wide load, and for some reason ended up on a narrow, windy road, which, in my opinion, shouldn't have happened. They usually try to avoid the very narrow, windy roads, but yeah, that was extremely difficult. The escort van wasn't really helping too much. Okay, it looks like our turn is coming up here. Okay, we are in Eureka. Guess I don't need the engine brake. Hopefully we're on straight, flat ground or level ground. Now, one thing I do enjoy, my wife and I love going to Monterey. Basically, it's kind of home. It's kind of like going home for me. I lived over there for quite a while. And on the way there, we take a small detour sometimes, going through Gilroy instead of Lancaster. It's a little bit of a detour, like I said, but yeah, you get, if you like garlic, as soon as you get close to Gilroy, you're just, I mean, it's not an overwhelming smell. It's just a nice aroma. I mean, I love the smell of garlic. Okay, so looks like we are over here. I think this is for Walmart. Yeah, I should have just lost the load. I've shared my opinion of Walmart in the past. It's not exactly a, I couldn't even call it a love-hate relationship. It's just a hate. My wife nor I will shop at Walmart. I don't care if they have the best deals or not. I've just seen them take out so many family-run businesses, and in some cases they'll take out those businesses, hang around for a couple of years, and then shut down their store, saying that it's not economically sound. Well, of course it's not economically sound, because the small businesses, basically in a lot of cases, the small businesses, how should I put it? The small businesses, didn't have as much product, didn't have as much overhead. A small town doesn't have huge demand. And having Walmart come into a small community with maybe 20, 10, 8,000 to 10,000 people max. This is ridiculous. Okay, one minute. So yeah, they've gone into towns and people protested, basically saying that it will be impossible for them to. It's not economically smart, is the argument a lot made. And Walmart's argument is like, oh, we know what we're doing, we have a lower overhead, it'll be fine. So they stay around. All the mom and pop shops end up closing. And then they, within a year of that happening, it's like, okay, we're done. See ya. By then, those mom and pop businesses, they've closed. It'd be too expensive for them to reopen. So those communities end up with no businesses of their own. Okay. Brakes. Turn off. Okay. Now let's get this and let's see if we can get a special transport. Now, I will run 1 or 2 special transports before ending this stream. Okay. Have to keep myself better hydrated than I have been in the past. So, let's see. How do we access these special transports? Now, here we go. Oh, wow. Wait. Are these special transports, or are these, just simple wide loads? These look like, oh wow, what is this? Massive Tech Parts. They're both going to Redden. They're both the same price. Okay, I'm gonna go for this one. So let's go find this puppy. Let's see how, let's go pick up our special transport. Get out of Walmart. For some reason, every time I see a fire truck, I think of the Saturday Night. Wait, what is that? Saturday Night Live skit? Fire Marshal Dave, I think it was. Jim Carrey playing the fire marshal. I could be wrong with the name. Jim Carrey is really, I really enjoy his style of comedy. But you know, as he's getting older, I haven't watched his latest. It kind of seems like it might be a little on the disturbing side. I'm not sure. I'll have to watch some of it before I really cast a judgment on it. Okay, so now we're heading off to pick up our special cargo. Don't we feel special? Now, I didn't even know that we had someone in the office. I didn't know I hired someone to get us contracts. A little unrealistic in my opinion. And the reason I say that, wait, am I driving to Eureka? Okay, no I'm not. Oh wow. Now I wonder if I haven't even looked at the details of this. I know I like. Oh wow, really? I guess since this is new, it kind of okay. Now I'm assuming it's not. Well, okay, it's already. Hey, it's daylight. Oh, it's the, okay, it's, wow, ooh, ouch. Now, it'd be kind of interesting if you have an escort. I haven't watched anyone do this yet. I know in Euro Truck you would have an escort. Oh, man, that little boy. Okay, we do have an escort, okay. Pay extra attention to the following. Avoid any possible conflict with the escort vehicles and keep the cargo between them. Okay. Do not drive out of the estimated route, nor to filling stations, rest stops, etc. Obey speed limitations, okay, which will be assured by the front escort vehicle. Watch out for overtaken traffic and other drivers on the road. Change lane maneuvers. So, number one, the rear escort vehicle. Okay, it's like Euro Truck. So basically, they brought the Euro Truck. Okay. Actually, this is kind of cool. We have highway patrol. I like that. Um, oh shit, that's... Not sure what that truck was honking for. Okay, so yeah, they have basically brought the heavy cargo from Euro Truck into American Truck. Seems, I guess Euro Truck, they don't use police to escort. I'm not sure. So we're taking, I guess they need a replacement. Oh no. I can't stop. And a lot of us have been waiting for this addition. The funny thing is, I can't see the rear escort vehicle. So, it's kind of strange. Now, how? They must have a huge crane at the end of this strip. Because that big holding container in the back is just a mess. Did I hit a vehicle? Now, I'm not sure if I want to go too fast through here. I keep getting those screen tearing effects. Not sure why. Oh, crap. Well, that's that. Okay, let's see how much... Oh, crap. That's a lot of damage, my friends. Oh, I can't believe I damaged... I thought it would clear that rail. Admittedly, I'm not too used to large loads, oversized loads. Oh, and this is exactly what I was just talking about. My fear. And the fact that they tried to minimize going on these roads. Now, did they close this road off? Sometimes they'll actually close off an entire, oh, really? Crap. Sometimes they'll actually close off an entire stretch of road if it's narrow. They'll do it for shows too. Damn, why is that honking like that? Now, if I get over there, will I go above the rail or am I gonna hit the rail? I don't feel comfortable going 35. So, it is definitely a welcome sight to see this added to the game, to American Truck. I do like how they've implemented state police. Now I'm assuming depending on what state you're in, it's gonna be different. Yeah, technically through this, I think they do block off. So I'm going to stay in the middle through this. Because the last kind of curved road we were on, traffic was basically at a stop at the other end. Yeah. Now it is nice that you're just not on an open freeway. That might have been a little too simple, but yeah, I've already caused damage to this cargo, which, yeah, bad. I don't think I've caught a glimpse of the vehicle behind us yet. So they should actually have blocked off traffic. Oh, well, maybe not. Well, I am not comfortable with this at all. Look at that beautiful scenery. Man, stop honking at me, you bitch. Make me jump. That's part of my disability too. Even if I know there's gonna be a noise, I will at times have what's called a spastic reflex. Yeah, let's hope they block this off real well. I actually like this. This is nice. If I didn't Whoa, whoa, whoa. Crap. Now, why did they stop? Why did you stop, buddy? Did I get too... Oh, I might have got too far. Okay, I got too far in the other lane. Oh man, what did... Oh crap. I'm not gonna get much money off of this haul. Well, really, they let the highway patrol isn't doing a good job. Oh, come on. Yeah, blow it out your ass. I think I might not even have a cargo worth delivering. Now this job really deserves this job really does oh man, require a steering wheel. Almost definitely. I mean, yes, I do believe if I had a steering wheel, I wouldn't have half as much damage as I have now. Okay, so are they gonna escort me all the way in, or is this the end of the line? Hey, look at the line of people. Wave to me. Hey, can we stop for donuts? Please let me stop for donuts. Oh man, that's right, we can't stop for donuts. That's just wrong. There's nothing worse than waving donuts in their face. Saying, hi, here's the donuts, but you're not. Hey, that cop car almost sideswiped. Okay, now. Am I gonna get that car? Oh, wow. Oh, man. Really? Okay, what in the hell am I supposed to do? Okay, oh wow. Well, crap. Looks like we don't have a sheriff's car behind us. We have like a Caltran. I don't see a big ol' no, I don't want to overdrive. Well, let's see how bad we did. No, reasonable. Don't say it so. Oh, man. Okay, well, let's see. I think we're gonna need fuel, but let's see. Maybe we'll do one more. Seems like we keep going back and forward. I don't... Yeah, there should be one in Eureka. Okay, we don't have any here. So, what was the other? Now, once we've done these, does it remove them? I'm wondering. You know, it's kind of interesting. They don't have any in Oregon. Oh, now, okay, we're going to do one more. Let's see if we can get a load into Oakland or San Francisco. Let's go to San Francisco. Or Oakland. Okay, obviously it's not going to be two. Okay, here's... Oh. Okay, we'll take cars. Now, yeah, it just vanished. The magical... Okay, now wait. Do we pick up the cars here? We must pick up the car here. Okay, here's the manhole cover. Actually, there's a bigger manhole cover behind us. Since I don't see anything telling us to go to another place, I'm assuming this is where we pick up the cars. Okay. Let's see if we can find our cars. Yes, we can. So, whoops, no. These are not. No. No, I had something going to San Francisco from here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Did I forget to set the destination? Yes, I did. Okay. I didn't set my brake. Now, what is my damage? No damage. I don't need fuel. I might want to get fuel before I reach my destination, though. So we'll go into San Francisco. I'm kind of curious how we are going to handle a special load. Okay, we're gonna pick up Teslas. Teslas are very nice cars. Very expensive. A lot of people in this country and around the world would love to own a Tesla. The only unfortunate part of it, they cost so much. Okay, so is it this one or no, it's the one over there. Okay. Remember the rule, we do not leave first person while driving. Okay, I think we're gonna be off. Okay, let's go to San Francisco. Another one of my favorite places to go. I really enjoy San Francisco. The city is so diverse. You know, Oh, I thought the emergency lights were on. Now Tesla has mentioned coming out with a all-electric pickup truck, which a lot of people are very excited about. I'm not sure when they're going to come out with it, and of course with all the problems that oh gosh, why can't I think of his name right now? The owner, which of course owns SpaceX as well, but he's under investigation for making improper announcements, and I believe it's something to do with the affecting the market somehow. So I hope he doesn't screw it up for everyone. Those kind of screw ups can literally destroy a company. But yeah, I mean, it would be really nice to actually see an all-electric pickup truck come to market. I mean, they had their Sportster at first, which of course, one of the Sportsters still floating in space. I think it's pretty incredible if you think about it. Okay, let's go to San Francisco. So we're going to go into San Francisco. We're going to obviously, yeah, I'm curious how we're going to get a large load like that out of San Francisco. Unless the load is on the outskirts of town, but that wouldn't be realistic. If I had to guess, the load that we're going to end up finding in San Francisco should be found at the dock. I mean, best guess. Now, of course, LA is the main dock for exports and imports. But yeah, if it's something really large, obviously you don't want to drive a super wide load that requires an escort from LA up north, especially through the Grapevine and some areas like that. It could cause a lot of problems. So, yeah, it is conceivable. I'm not sure if it's ever happened. It is conceivable that large equipment would be shipped to San Francisco by sea and picked up by truck, or actually it would have to be truck. The reason why they don't pick things up by train that are super wide loads is simply, well, quite literally, it's tunnels, and of course the trains meet on the track going opposite ways. So if you had something wide load, yeah, you could tear up your load no time. Yeah, get over there. If you're gonna pass, you better pass. Pass. That looks almost like a Lincoln. You know, it's good to see that Lincoln actually came back to market. Lincoln was part of Ford, and before the economic problems, Ford did the very smart thing of kind of closing down the manufacturer. They also closed down Mercury, which, in my opinion, they should have closed down Mercury long before, because Mercury basically made copies of the Ford name vehicles. I mean, you had the Ford Freestar minivan, and Mercury had its own. You had the Ford Taurus, and Mercury had the Mercury Sable. They looked nearly identical. There were a few minor differences, body style, but basically it was the same car. So in my opinion, and Chevy still does that with its GM line as well. The Chevy pickup truck and the GM pickup truck look quite similar in many cases. Now the big difference between, and I know those Chevy fans are not gonna like this, but the big difference between Ford and Chevy Chevy was forced to close some of their manufacturer down. They requested, they needed financial support from the government, and the government basically said, okay, if we're going to help you, this is what you need to do. So yeah, I mean, Chevy, and here's another thing that I absolutely do not understand at all. I'm gonna kick it to 60. A lot of Chevy fans I know, just devout Chevy, they wouldn't buy a Ford if it was the only product offered. I mean, literally. But here's what confuses me. A lot of these people are Republicans. And Republicans can't stand handouts. So my question is, how can you be so loyal to a company who literally take a handout? I mean, it's still unknown if they've actually paid it back. It's, the government says they did, but you can't really believe everything you hear from the government. I know, what a shocker. So my thing with Chevy fans who are the Republican Chevy fans, why aren't you Ford fans? When Ford was the only American company, car manufacturing company, that declined any federal assistance. They didn't need any assistance from the government to keep the company going, because they showed responsibility from the very beginning. I got to get over. So that's the only, that's one area of confusion I have. And those Chevy fans that get on my case. I mean, I like all vehicles. I like Chevys. Chevy has some really good products, so does Ford. But I'm really not loyal to any particular manufacturer. I'm not loyal to any sports teams. I have preferred sports teams, but I like football overall. But the thing that gets me is, how does hardcore Republicans can remain huge fans of Chevy when Chevy did something that Republicans cannot stand? It's almost like they give Chevy a free pass just because they like Chevy. It's like, well, usually we wouldn't agree with this kind of behavior, but since we like the company so much, yeah, way to go. And those I know that who are hardcore Republicans and hardcore Chevy fans, when I bring that up, they kind of just, or they try to dismiss it. It's like, that's not really a relevant argument. Yeah, it is. Okay. Now, like I said, I love San Francisco. It's interesting. We've gone there a number of times. Last time we went was a few Christmases back. the beginning of December after they decorated, and it's always incredible. We'll be in like the close to the business district, and there's this tunnel you go through. Obviously, sometimes you don't have a lot of room in such a small city, so you have to go underground, and that's, I don't know how long that tunnel is, but you go into the tunnel from central San Francisco, towards the business district, and you get out in Chinatown. It's like you go in one side in one country, and you come out the other end, and it's a completely different feel. Okay, what's going on here? What the heck? I'm seeing a car back up. I saw a car. I don't know if I saw it correctly, but I actually saw a car backing up. It was kind of across the road. Okay, now is there a checkout? No, guess not. They all... Oh, there's an e-toll right behind me I could have used. Dang. Okay, going into San Francisco through the... I just wish we could go across the San Francisco, the Golden Gate Bridge. This is definitely a beautiful bridge in its own right. After the earthquake in, '89? Changes had to be made. And, it's in, San Francisco to me overall is such a beautiful city. It's definitely a tight city to get around. Look at that city skyline. Oh, I just love it so much. I don't like driving. Once we get into San Francisco, we basically park our van at the hotel, and it sits until we are ready to leave. We just, we don't drive at all. Okay, now we're gonna do a loopity-loop. Now, am I gonna have to... Oh man, I didn't see that car. That's okay, we didn't like the car. Am I gonna... Now this is different with coast to coast, remember. Coast to coast kind of changes some of the cities. Okay, we were on the right, okay. That station wagon looked like it crashed. it's gonna be interesting to see. How, I mean, obviously we have to drop off this cargo. You know, I should see if I can find. Oh, okay, we might have to pick up gas before we take on that other load. Actually, we have over a. We might not have to. Let's see, I think it might be on our left. Yep. And of course, due to my love of San Francisco, I enjoy watching the Giants, San Francisco Giants, and San Francisco 49ers, even though they're not technically in San Francisco anymore. Which is, what, are you gonna let me through? Well, I think that's mighty kind of you folks. Oh, so sweet of them. Yeah, it's like, but, you know, then again, look at you have the New York Giants and the New York Jets. Neither one of them are actually play in New York. They both play at the same stadium. Okay, I need to. Okay, I think it does. Yeah. Yeah, neither one of them actually play in New York. They both play at the same stadium in New Jersey. So why aren't they called the New Jersey Jets and New Jersey Giants? Doesn't have that special ring to it, does it? Now, one thing I like about Euro Truck, and I wish, I don't know if it's realistic, but I noticed in Euro Truck Simulator 2, all the trailers have reverse lights. And I personally feel that all these trucks should have, or all these trailers should have reverse lights. That's just my personal opinion, of course. I don't see why they can't add reverse lights. I know that would probably mean, well, that would mean rewiring trucks. But they could do that. It's not like it's impossible. Okay, let's see if we can find a big job out of San Francisco. Okay, we got two. We got a boat. Hey, look it. They're both going to Fresno. So, well, technically, I don't think you're going to have too many people taking a boat to Fresno. Maybe a giant silo. Yeah, let's go for giant silo. They cost the same amount of money. Yes, I know. Okay, so let's look at how we get there. And let's see if we can get fuel. There's a Texaco. Damn. So I think I'm gonna have to make a small detour. I want fuel before I start. Like the game says, there are no stops. Okay, so I'm gonna go get fuel over here. Okay. Now, I might not need fuel, but I think it's better safe than sorry, in my opinion. Now, I hope eventually that, okay, wait, which way do I go? I'm gonna just assume we have to go this way at first. I hope I'm right. I hope eventually. Oh no, did I go the wrong way? No, I didn't. Okay, good. I hope eventually that Coast to Coast mod becomes more like the Pro Mod. Pro Mod for Euro Truck Simulator has to be one of the best mod maps I have seen. And like I said, I mean, Coast to Coast, the American Truck Simulators Coast to Coast mod is good, but no disrespect intended, but Coast to Coast is kind of more like a, uh-oh, is there no, okay, I gotta go on the first pump. In my opinion, Coast to Coast, it's kind of like a early alpha compared to Pro Mods, in my opinion. The quality, I mean, Coast to Coast has decent quality, but the attention to detail found in Euro Truck Simulator 2's Pro Mods, it's just, there's no fair comparison. And, okay, I did lock the brake. So, yeah, it's, so we got a fuel tank of fuel. Now we'll go and we'll go speed around the police car because we all love doing that. Now I'm surprised that officer didn't give us it. I was about to say I'm surprised the officer didn't give us a speeding ticket before I could finish my sentence. Sure enough. Oh no, crap. Okay, that happened. Now when we do go to San Francisco, my wife and I, we avoid the touristy areas like Fisherman's Wharf. You know, I did that. Been there, done that. Outgrew the t-shirt years and years ago. We go for the more, how should I put it? San Francisco. Okay, let's see, which I guess I'm going to have to go. San Francisco is well known for the fine dining experience. any very gifted chefs in San Francisco that if you just go to San Francisco and just stay at Fisherman's Wharf, just keep your dining experience to Fisherman's Wharf. Yeah, you'll get some good food, but you're gonna miss out on so much. Um, it's a lot of those chefs have been kind of highlighted on different Food Network shows as being some of the top places. Okay, what's going on? I'm getting dropped. Okay, hold on. Twitch has decided that it's going to give me a code 3000 error. So let's see, and of course, okay, what happened here? Now, okay, there we go. One thing I will admit to, just I am removing sections of the stream where, uh-oh, what happened? Okay, why is that showing up like that now? Oh, crap. Really? Let me see what went on. I have removed sections of, or I am, what is happening with this? There we go. Okay, let me check this real quick. Let me do a multi-channel test. Okay, is it not showing up? Oh, goody. Okay, something happened here. Let me see if I activate this. Okay, what happened with this chat? Why is it showing up like this now? Okay, let me see. Okay, let me see. Sorry about this. Oh, nice. Now we don't have anything. Okay, well, I'm gonna just turn this off for now, I guess. So the downside is you guys won't be able to see each other. I will be able to see your messages, so I don't think you'll be able to see each other's. So turning that off. for now. That's another thing. I mean, that's yet another reason I'm tired of multi-stream. It just doesn't work out properly. Okay, let's get back to driving. Let's get our heavy load. Boy, this wants to veer off to the right quite a bit. Now, I was hoping that okay, I guess we don't have a okay, we don't pay the toll. Oh. Oh, wow, really? My bad. Yeah, I don't want to make the same mistake I made on another trip. And again, we are plagued with driving in the dark. University Avenue. Okay, let me get up to speed. Really? Beep. Yeah, I know. Someone's gonna message me and say, that was a bad move. Now it looks like my Nightbot and my other bot are arguing with each other or something. Not really sure what to make of that. Another fact, I'm not sure why I even have a Nightbot interrupted. I took out Nightbot. Yes, I personally shot him. What I would love to see in this game is if someone actually took the time and made American Truck Simulator map as detailed as ProMods has helped, has elevated Euro Truck, it would be awesome. Things like, driving on up Interstate 101 through California, going through Gilroy, there is a very popular area in Gilroy, which is outlet shops. People from all over the state, or I should say all over the valley. I know a lot of people here in Fresno and Visalia, all over, that will drive all the way to Gilroy just to go to the outlet stores. Now, sadly, the outlet stores aren't what they used to be, but there's still a lot of good deals to be had. But it's kind of incredible just going through. You know, driving up 101, seeing all those outlet stores. And it'd be kind of cool if they were actually shown in the game. Okay. Wait, why does it stop here? Okay, remember, I'm stopped. So, we can actually... You know what? I think I have to go up that way. Even though this line tells me to stop here. Yeah, I have to go up here. I'm not sure why it, well, it is what it is. Okay, let's get back in our truck. As we release our gas. Okay, so, and that's the only thing, we know that this is a special job because it's not our usual manhole cover. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do this last job. We're gonna take this one, take a giant silo. We're driving all the way to Fresno. So basically, they're dragging me back to the mid-central valley. Wow, that is huge. Now, why do we need that back part? That's one thing I don't... Oh, wait. No. Okay, same rules apply. Okay, I want to check this out real fast. My question is, why do we need that back? Well, I guess it's not going to let us see the back of this, is it? Okay, we better get going. Oops, hey, they didn't put my, wait, what time is it in game? 3 a.m., so we should get daylight here soon. Kind of disappointed. I expected us to be taking this through San Francisco. Now, this is going to be difficult, to be honest. Oh, man. My truck sounds like it might be slightly underpowered. for this particular trip. And I can't see my vehicle. Okay, now I gotta be careful because one time the front vehicle didn't change lanes. Now it would be great if we stayed on the freeway all the way. I think we're gonna have to go on 160 and on 152 for a length of time. No way, I got over. Why didn't the guy just? Okay, that's strange. Yeah, I can't see my trailer. Oh man. I don't know why I did that. I thought I crashed into that truck. And look at, we're back to where we started. Yes, I'm hogging the road. And you know what? I had my high beams on. I'm sure the officer really loved that. Like that damn driver. So, like I said before, it is nice to see heavy loads, the heavy loads DLC. I know they call it special loads here, but basically the same as Euro Truck Sim 2, heavy loads. It's good to see that brought into American Truck Sim. Really, there wasn't any reason why they couldn't implement it into the game. I think are we going on 152? Now I'm gonna have to take this wide. Yeah, really, I can't think of, oh goody, now we're gonna have traffic. And of course, I didn't do it. I didn't do it wide enough. Yeah, I can't see crap. So what, do I need to get up on look how tall that curve is. There's no way. That looks like curves in Europe. When I lived in Germany, I saw curves that high. Why the hell is that guy blowing his horn? Okay, I think we're on 152. me just check. Is this Oakland? No, wait, this is not 152. That's right. Yeah, see it. So, well, actually, I guess this was a better route to. No. Technically, we could have stayed on. We could have stayed on 5, Interstate 5, and went to California 152 to 99. I'm not. Wait, let me see something. Oh, they're taking me. Now, see, here's where I disagree with the routing of this. Okay. Another issue. Like I said, they could have went I-5 to 152. Shorter span. Now, here's where they really screw up. They have us getting off way over here and driving all this distance on a 2-lane road, whereas they could have had me get off up here. Had me get off up here instead, and, oh wait, is this corner harder than the other? No, look, a corner's about the same. It would have been a lot shorter distance. It would have been a little longer, granted, but it would have been easier. So, that said, let's get back into that. So, routing, the route that they choose is not exactly the best. And you know, I can't see the side of my tank. Well, yes, since I can't see the silo, we'll just zigzag. Okay, let's go up to 40. This seems like a fairly straight road. Now, these escorts cost a lot of money. Okay, we got vehicles coming. Let's see if my buddy... You know what? I guess my load isn't as wide, so they don't have to push traffic to the side. But yet traffic does appear to be moving over. That's a little interesting. So why does almost every semi-truck that we passed insist on blowing their horn? Okay, wait, what's going on here? I thought we were getting, oh great, now it's getting narrower. Wait, let me see something. Okay, this wasn't I-5. Okay, my bad. My bad. So the route they did have us take here is the best route. That said, I still maintain this is a pathetic route towards the end. Oh, great. I had to refresh again. Another Erica 3000 with Twitch. And I actually gotta, no, I haven't dumped, I haven't had problems. I haven't had problems with the stream in over 2 hours. So, okay, well, let's get this, okay, let's just get this over with. Hey, we could have taken out a police car That would have been fun. So yeah, the big news now, I mean, obviously with this DLC coming out, the big news now is that SCS has secured permission from Volvo. This is important. They have to get permission to do these things to allow them to add Volvo trucks, legitimate, Volvo trucks to the game. So that's good news for those Volvo fans. So that'll be another type of vehicle we can enjoy. You know, one thing I was going to mention earlier, I just completely forgot to. Yesterday evening, while they only had, what the heck was that? I saw someone speed by. Of course, it's FedEx. Only FedEx and UPS will find a reason to speed by a house almost in a cul-de-sac. Our house is, our driveway actually is the beginning of the round part of the cul-de-sac. But where I sit, we're still in my office window is right before you get to that big round area in the cul-de-sac. But yeah, they just sped by the window. So, getting back to my story, I guess, a lot of people were really ticked off last night with Xbox. Apparently, they had issues with their servers, and a lot of games that people purchased, digital downloads, which is becoming more and more popular, could not be ran. And with Red Dead Redemption 2 just coming out not too long ago, people wanted to play the game, because a lot of TV stations were dedicated to election results. People wanted to escape that. And unfortunately, unless you had the disc version of the game, you weren't able to play it. The only other way, and this was arguable, people argued over this point, is if you had your Xbox marked as your home, some people said it worked for them having that, other people said still have problems. So, console strikes again. And it wasn't just Red Dead Redemption 2. It was a lot of games that people had recently purchased and downloaded. And of course, if you go with the disc version of the game, you're talking 2 discs. That game is massive. I've kind of been messing around with it a little bit. I got probably about 2 hours worth into it so far. Pretty good game, if I might say. but it seems like the consoles routinely have issues. Now this does kind of look a little realistic, especially in the winter. I think it's a little early for this effect. In the winter, we get bad fog. We really do. The fog down 99 has caused the largest I can remember, 79 cars involved in a huge accident. Of course, that accident was south of Fresno, and we are coming in from the north. So, but yeah, 79 people or vehicles. There were obviously a lot more people involved. So showing this as kind of the sun burning through the fog is a nice addition. I just wish that they would really show the fog for what it truly is, especially in the winter. And they very well might. There's times on 99 where you can't see 100 feet in front of you. In my opinion, if that happens, you should basically get off the road or not even get on the road. I think employers should be understanding of this, who just say it was too unsafe to get on the road. Instead, employers penalize employees that use their own judgment to protect their safety. Which, in that case, I truly believe if the employee got injured because the employer wouldn't, had a history of not accepting the person being late due to dangerous fog, wouldn't that make the employer liable if something happened to you for literally forcing you to drive in such harsh conditions? I mean, to me it seems like the employer becomes liable at that point. So I've told my wife, hey, lately we haven't had a lot of bad fog the last 2 or 3 years, but if there's a lot of fog and she doesn't feel safe, I told her, don't get on the road. If your employer gets on your case, then basically tell them, so you are telling me that regardless of any, you basically, if you have an employer that tells you, being late for work because of fog is not an excuse, you basically need to tell the employer. So that's saying, well, so you're acknowledging that you take full liability if something happens to me, since you are demanding that I drive to work in dangerous conditions. Trust me, most employers will change their tune a little. Some of the hardcore ones won't give a care. And if something happens, it will be interesting to see if anyone ever challenged that. I'm almost certain that had to have been a legal case regarding that by now. It's kind of weird going 40 miles an hour on the freeway, and there's no traffic behind me, which is weird. I think this might be my, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take this wider this time. Cause last time I thought I took it wide enough. Oh, really? Yeah, there's always an... Oh, did I? Oh crap, I'm gonna get that truck. Well, that's what they get. Looks like a PG&E truck or utility truck. No sympathy from me. Now, I'm almost certain. Oh gosh. Crap, I almost damaged my load. Not good. Oh, look at that nice, beautiful, big, lot of nice trucks. You know, I think I'm gonna have to remove all my mods and kind of update them. Some of those mods I've had since like a day after the game came out or the day it came out, and I haven't changed them yet. That guy must have been rubbernecking. He stopped his vehicle. That's another thing that's very dangerous. I see it all too often. You'll see a accident on the side of the road, and you'll see all these people just almost come to a stop to get a good look. They're not looking in front of them, they're looking beside them to get, it's like, oh, what happened? Uh-oh, that wasn't a good move. Now, some might I've heard some streamers say that it's very weird to see tour buses in Fresno, and gosh, another anyone who says that's weird to see tour buses in Fresno has no clue about regarding Fresno at all. There are tons of tour buses that come through Fresno. They start off at the airport a lot of times. Now, wonder what could be close to Fresno that would draw people in from around the world. I wonder. Well, give you a hint. It consists of lots of beautiful large trees, as well as, yeah, I didn't take that. Oh, I guess I did. As well as waterfalls and one very popular area that people like to climb. Oh man, did I damage my cargo? Okay, I didn't. Now, I'm going to start over here just to make sure. Yeah, I do like how this is done. Now, this is just a silo, but you know, it is realistic. Fresno is, as people might. Now, how am I supposed to get this in here? Now that is really unfair if you ask me. Fresno is a huge agricultural area. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get this in. That trailer back there is, you know, to me that's just wrong. Actually, wrong way. Yeah, I don't agree with that. Yeah, I think I'm going to end up not being able to park this realistically. I don't see a way around it. That let's see that. Oh crap! How do I? Okay, let's see. Now, unfortunately, I can't see what the back of this is doing. Okay, now I can see it. It's starting to turn the other way. I didn't catch it in time. I really like to get this lined up, to be honest. But I don't think that's going to be possible. Now it looks like that back trailer's gonna whoops. Wrong button. Okay, I'm gonna try to hug this over here. I might just have to give up on the extra points. I really hate to. Okay. Now let's see that back portion. I don't get the back portion. Why do we need the very back portion of this? Okay, I'm gonna try something I said I wouldn't. Trying to bring the back end around. Whoa, what the hell is that from? Whoa. It's getting caught in that damn trailer back there. Okay, this is what I thought. This is impossible. It's gonna be impossible to park this well enough. Look at that truck though, ain't she a beauty? I just love the reflection you get. Now I know I said no, I don't like doing this. I've said this before, but they put that trailer back there purposely to hinder let's see, how can I need to bring this, man. I need to straighten out that back end. No. Man. I need to get that rear end. I'm not gonna keep trying this. But that trailer that they parked back there is purposely screwing up my, let me see, do I have a, I don't have a view of the back, do I? Okay, there we go. Yeah, mercy. Only thing is, I don't know which. Whoa. Okay, I need to figure out. Yeah, see, look at that. Crap, how do I... Okay, hitting there. So what would you all do in this case? If I want the back end to go that way, Okay, we'll just go do this. I'm sorry. I hate doing this. I really do. If it weren't for that trailer sticking out, we would have done far better. So, I think that's going to end it for me today. I will be back Saturday, hopefully playing Gold Rush. If not Gold Rush on Saturday, then I might make an exception for Sunday. So let me see. Oh yeah, I was gonna check the message I received. Okay. Let me go ahead and shut the game out. And like I said, if you have something to say, I think it's, personally, I believe it's better if you just send me a whisper, I believe it's called. So let's see. Oh, okay, figures. It was from our okay, this is interesting. Yeah, it was either New God or someone pretending to be New God. So, not sure. Yeah, it was not really. To be honest, it wasn't really called for. Oh well. It is what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, at this point, I'm just simply going to delete. Yeah, I'm just gonna delete part of the stream where he makes his comments. I'd rather have no viewers, no followers at all, than have people who play games and create problems. So, okay, let's see. Let's see who we can host on the Twitch side. Let's see. I'm not sure what we're in the mood for. Actually, I think I'm going to go with that EJ. He's always a good bet. So, I'm going to host EJ playing as usual. I know he's almost always playing Kerbal. He does change it up every now and then, but he is what we refer to as an educational streamer, and he teaches people using the game. So what could be better than that? You get entertained and you learn something at the same time. There's nothing wrong with that. And he is one of the only people I subscribe to. I actually pay money to subscribe to this man. He's one of the better streamers out there. I have immense respect for the man. Like I said before, I mean, right now, he's on a little early. So, actually, no, I take it. He just started not too long ago. He's at almost 500 people. And I will guarantee you, if you ask him a question directly, follower or not, subscriber or not, just someone that came by 2 minutes before that ask the question. I almost guaranteed 98% of the time he's going to answer that question. But like I said, the main rule is you must you must include his name in your question, so it kind of comes, yeah, it's kind of like a flag. And it helps him spot someone talking to him as opposed to people talking with each other, which happens quite often. There are actually some very intelligent people in a stream. So I suppose some of them seem like scientists in their own right. I know of a few of them that actually work for NASA. So to get people that actually work for NASA watching your stream, I mean, that's just incredible. So that's going to end it for me today. I will be back Saturday at 4:30 a.m. Pacific Daylight. Actually, now it's Pacific Standard Time. Until then, be kind to each other, don't drink and drive, and God bless. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.